And as we conclude, Wakili Okatch, then, because in all this time, people are just fighting for relevance, fighting for the attention of whoever it is.
Yeah.
We don't hear a lot of conversation on issues. Yes, the president says, wale hawana agenda, or they don't know where the roads are. But really, even himself, you don't hear a lot of conversations on real issues affecting Kenyans today, tomorrow, and the years to come.
To be fair to the president, of course, when he was campaigning to be the president, of course, it became issue-based. I think that was the first time that I think we transformed now from not just looking at a tribal aspect, but there were real issues, and that is why it is becoming very difficult for this government to persuade Kenyans that they have done what they promised the people to do, because they brought issues on board. They actually said we are going to achieve this, not just manifesto-wise, but they came up with policies that were pro-people. And it was very clear that even to that extent, it elevated the conversation or the competition, even to the point of ODM also now starting talking about issues. So I think going forward, we have transited gradually to the aspect of issues. But of course, you must know that the realignment must still happen within the ambits of personality and regionalism. That is what we are still seeing, because you're always told, what are you bringing on this table? Because you are not the table. At the end of the day, everyone must then try to coalesce and say, I'm bringing this so that I have a voice. Thereafter, it will be then best, and even as we are proceeding, you can see gradually, the attack is, you have said this, but this is not achievable. And I think that is a conversation we should have moving forward. But just to speak about what my colleague has indicated, I think it will not be fair to just say that Oburu Odinga has just been given that position, in an haphazard manner. It is normal when there is a vacancy, people act in certain capacities until the other person is properly appointed, and that's why none other than Oburu Odinga has said, I was given this position in acting capacity.
Yes.
There is a time that now we will be able to now properly use the party structures and constitution to have a party leader. However, the reality is that in these parties of ours, I can tell you that, and that's why I agree with him, you can be acting forever until God decides to take you. And we have seen that in that position. We have seen even my brother Sifuna, there was no election, and he is always reminded like that. If you look at ODM elections, they tried even to organize during the Babu na Mwamba time. And it was clear that the top echelon did not want elections. And I don't know, because when you call yourself Orange Democratic Movement and you are afraid of democracy within the party, then it defeats. And that's why he says you go against even your own constitution and principles. Looking at even UDA, you saw their own issues even with their Secretary General. Who elected their Secretary General? He was appointed from State House, and the other one was chased away like a dog. And it just tells you, and up to today, both these parties, they started primaries, remember? Where have they gone? It just disappeared because they are afraid of the reality.
Did they go through the full course?
If they go through the full course, like you've seen in America, you've seen in ANC in South Africa, ANC has been churning out names because of the processes they have. If you look at America, people like Obama will never have even come close to a media station, leave alone presidency, because they will have been so far. But because of democracy and the fact that people say that in our coalition, these are our ideals and we will go through the process, you can have a chance to even defeat even an incumbent in party primaries.